Tony, before we jumped on live, you had a couple notes concerning the quarterback position in regards to who's receiving reps with whom and what it might mean.
Well, and every time we've seen him, it's been C.J. Stroud going with the ones, going first. I think yesterday was the first time we saw quite a Kyle McCord take some opportunities going second. He and Jack Miller were both switching back and forth as to who was going second or third. So I don't know if it's anything. It may be just a little bit of something. Maybe they're trying to see Kyle McCord more with some of the twos. That way he's not constantly throwing to walk-ons and guys like that. So they're giving him an opportunity to succeed with some scholarship players. But that was one thing of note that I honestly didn't even notice in my practice report because I was so intent on watching C.J. Stroud, who looked pretty good, looked better than the other two, and we got to see some deep balls. We got to see some one-on-ones. But it's also sometimes it's really difficult to see the quarterbacks throwing the ball because many times they're about 100 yards away.
Yeah, I'll throw in on the quarterback. I think to me, it's C.J. Stroud seems to me like he is the number one guy, and it's going to take somebody playing really well in these two scrimmages. I call them scrimmages, practices Wednesday and Saturday. According to Coach Day, he said those were to be the two important days here coming up to really take it away from him. I just think that he seems to be at a different level based on what I've seen. And again, no 11 on 11, but a lot of good passing drill performances and different things like that. I think McCord may have a slight edge over Miller for the second spot. And of course, Quinn Ewers has not practiced yet, and they're now one full week into practice. And I think that lessens the impact that he could make probably in the first third of the season, in my opinion, at this point, that he has not picked up a helmet yet or even begun to learn the offense. So at least hands-on with the coaches looking over his shoulder. So I think to me, it's Stroud's job to lose at this point. And it's kind of, in my opinion, becoming a little more apparent that it's going to be him. But again, let's get through these 2 days. And I haven't got a report yet today on what may have happened over there. But, I think that it is likely he's got the inside track, obviously, right now.
Steve, I thought you told us last week that Quinn Ewers was just going to step on campus, sign a few papers, drop off the backpack, and be ready to throw like 45 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think I did make that point pretty clear about how he'd make an instant impact. That's not really necessarily what I had said. As you all astute followers of the program know that I did lay it out that his college career is going to be a soft launch, it seems. And, while the season and the games are going to be playing, he's going to be percolating on the back burner, itching for his spot. And maybe by midseason, asking them point blank, when can I get into a game? And either they will oblige him or they won't. So I guess we'll have to see. Maybe that Akron game in week is it Akron? Yeah, Akron. They're playing in week 4. Maybe that'll be the one. I don't know. I'm
sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to tell the guys I agree, and they kind of hit all the points, and that's where I'm at. I mean, Tony is certainly right that they're about 100 yards away, and we had the opportunity to see them drop a couple of throws into the basket as the receivers were. I really think they spend the first couple of weeks preparing trainers and everybody else where to stand to make sure they obstruct our view the best, because it is uncanny how we can't get a clear shot of anything. And we did have the opportunity to see some quarterback, running back work, but we had to look through the tight ends. We had a chance to sit there and be able to see them do this, and there were 3 position groups in front of them. But I'd still say that CJ is probably sitting there with a little bit of a comfortable lead. McCord and Miller are kind of right there. Maybe McCord's up a little bit. And then, of course, the wild card could be here by the end of this week in Quinn Ewers. And, I'm not sponsored by Holy Kombucha. And if anybody wants to tell me really what kombucha is, I'm all ears.